Nintendo! I love this company. I love what they do. I love the games, the products, the merchandise, the footprints they left on the history of video games, and the innovation they've shown for the future. I absolutely love it. However, sometimes they just have no fucking idea what they're doing in the most obvious of situations. And it's because of massive disconnect between fan and business. But before you diehard Nintendo fans start mounting your high horses, there are some things that I have to pick with you as well, with myself included as being part of the problem. Now, to give a bit of context on why I'm making this video, earlier today Nintendo hosted a live Treehouse event showing and updating fans on what's to come, and to be honest, it was a complete dumpster fire. I hate to be rude to you, Nintendo, but come on, this felt like a half-assed response to leaving us dry for a full-length Nintendo Direct for so many months. And there are some good reasons behind it, I'm sure. I mean, we're in a global pandemic, which messed up a lot of production schedules for both games and products, and there's a lot more going on, but I don't really want to get into that right now. But you could have done something that seemed like your consumer relations just threw something together in 5 minutes. All Nintendo really showed us was Paper Mario Origami, which I thought was fine. The game looks pretty and it's showing that it's not afraid to take leaps in new directions, which is what Paper Mario got so popular on in the first place, but it didn't really knock my socks off, but I'll probably try it once I see more about it. But what really pissed me off, and the many angry Nintendo fans, is that you told these three poor people to tell over 150,000 people in a live stream that Nintendo is launching a new exclusive title for the Switch, hyping up everybody, only for it to be a half-baked Pokemon clone based on toys that were cool for 2 weeks back when I was in 8th grade. And I know you people thought that if you guys even revealed the fact that Bakugan was going to be mentioned during this Treehouse event, nobody would watch it. Why, of all things to have exclusive on your platform, you choose to reveal Bakugan on this event after so many months of non-full directs? I don't understand it. This isn't the first time Nintendo missed the ball on what they thought the fans would want. Now, to be fair, when they get it right, oh baby, it's a masterpiece. Breath of the Wild 2, Metroid Prime 4, new Animal Crossing, every Smash character to be revealed. Oh, right. But come on, the amount of people losing their shit over Banjo was absolutely beautiful. But why is it when they screw up, it's so bad that no one understands why they did it? And the worst part about it is they show no response or concerns and keep us in the dark about it. Just to name a few examples, let's just start with something simple. Your presentation for today could have been handled so much better. First things first about that, Bakugan should have not been there, or should have been stated more clearly that this would have a spot in the Treehouse event. Ideally, it should have been saved as a side showing for a full-length traditional direct. And you know what? I'll give you credit to the people you picked to commentate over Paper Mario. They gave it their best shot, and live commentary is very hard, especially if you don't do it that often, and it's in front of 150,000 adult babies hiding behind usernames and anime profile pictures. But I feel like you are unaware of the resources you have, Nintendo. Because believe it or not, people have made livings over commentating on games, both live and not. And get this, some of them are your biggest fans, and I'm sure if you contacted them and set something up with more planning, they would do it in a heartbeat. Just to name a couple people, The Completionist, Ant Dude, Rebel Ross. I know there's more, but those are the people I primarily watch. They are some of the biggest names when it comes to your games. And they've done this sort of thing for years. Why not take advantage of that? Now, you could put up the argument that Nintendo values their image and wants to be careful on what influencers they pick to promote their products. And hey, that's fair. But don't you have people that you pay damn good salaries to do that kind of research? Yeah, you do. I've seen your LinkedIn, and it's literally in some of the job descriptions you have on there. You have the resources. I know. I've expressed this time and time again, but the conversation needs to keep going, otherwise it'll never get fixed. Nintendo, you need to fix your online. You have 3 amazing games that can be played very well online. Splatoon 2, Mario Maker 2, Smash Ultimate. But the games are laggy, unresponsive, and can be difficult to play online. And for so many years, this has been a problem. Yet you have addressed nothing about it or anything concerning with the fans. You need to do something about this, or at least tell the fans something that you are working on it. This is unacceptable. I have paid over $120 to play Smash Ultimate online with friends and with just random people from around the world, and I still get incredibly laggy games that are damn near unplayable. Why am I paying for a service that barely works? Your eShop is so disorganized and outdated and exploited by third-party developers that it's hard to navigate and display some of the most garbage attempts at indie games I have ever seen on the top page. If you want to learn more about that, I highly recommend you check out Wolfden's video, Why the Nintendo eShop is Broken. He goes into very good detail about it and explains it very well. I'll have a link for the video down in the description. Okay, Nintendo, I have given you enough crap for today. Now it's time to pick on the fans. The internet has given us so much good and so much bad. And a couple of the most amazing horrible things to come from it is Twitter and stream chats. Watching today's Treehouse event was awful, I agree, but all I saw in the chat today was assholes saying it's boring to 3 people who probably never streamed a day in their life and were probably asked to do it on the spot, we don't know, and assholes trying to be above the assholes saying that the people in chat are assholes, and one guy who wants Shrek and Smash. It was like watching kindergartners fight over who got to clean the whiteboard. And you wonder why Nintendo likes to keep us in the dark. It's most likely because they're afraid of the responses we're going to give to them for something we don't like. Now, I get that this pissed off a lot of people because we have been left without a formal Nintendo Direct for a while and still have no idea when the next one is. But I feel like people have lost sight on how long these games take to make. Breath of the Wild 1 took 5 years of development to make, and on every Direct I've seen, people are wanting a release date and gameplay of Breath of the Wild 2 barely over 3 years since the release of the first game. And the trailer for Breath of the Wild 2 was leaked about a year ago, so we have no idea how long this game's been in development, but it's less than 5 years. Like it or not, this game is going to take time, and development will probably outlast the Switch's timeline, because that's what happened with the Wii U. And have you played Breath of the Wild 1 and have seen how much content is in it? It took me over a year of on and off playing to beat it once, and I'm barely halfway through my second playthrough with the DLC. Nintendo has proven that good things come with patience, and we should give them that respect. They are being expected to deliver something that is supposed to be bigger and better than Breath of the Wild 1, and to do that, they need time. Now, let's talk about Paper Mario one more time. Origami King is not the 1,000-year door. It's never going to be the 1,000-year door, and there will never be another 1,000-year door. Is that a bad thing? No, of course not. I don't understand why there is such an outrage every time a new Paper Mario gets released with the criticism, it's not the 1,000-year door. We Nintendo fans are so often blinded by nostalgia goggles that we become afraid of a new direction, especially in Paper Mario. But think about it like this. Why did Paper Mario become so popular in the first place? Because it was so different and unexpected from every Mario game that was released before it. And every sequel of Paper Mario has had a different approach to the gameplay because that's what it was built off of originally, trying something new. Now, if you played the other games and you didn't like them, well, that sucks and I wish that wasn't the case. But you shouldn't hold it in comparison to the 1,000-year door because that's not what it was trying to be. It wanted to be its own thing with new ideas, but have the aesthetic of a beloved classic. It's like when a new Zelda game comes out. It's still Link, and it's still in Hyrule most of the time, but it's showing what else it can do either through its new ideas and gameplay or artistic style. But Ender, I just wanted an experience like the 1,000-year door, and Paper Mario did that perfectly. Well, that's fair, but that's just not how it's going to work out right now. Now, is the possibility of a Paper Mario game like the 1,000-year door off the table? No. But due to the past releases of Paper Mario games, it's highly unlikely, so you might have to step out of your comfort zone if you want another TTYD experience. Bug Fables, for example. I've seen reviews on it saying it's similar, and it sure as hell looks similar, but it's not Paper Mario. But that's okay. Other than that, the only thing I can recommend is just replay the 1,000-year door, and if you don't have access to a GameCube with the game, well, it's time to pull out the pirate hat and borrow it. One more thing, and I don't know why this is a thing, but it is, and I'm part of the problem as well. When it comes to Nintendo fans, there's just one thing that we all celebrate on, no matter how many times it's happened, and how many times it's going to happen again, and that's ports. God damn do we love ports. How do I know? Well, recently, Nintendo just released DK Country on the SNES archives, and the topic exploded on Twitter. Not to mention the Xenoblade remakes and countless other ports of Nintendo games, and the wanting of more Switch ports like 3D World, Zelda Twilight Princess, and Skyward Sword, and of course Mario RPG. We are indeed stuck in the past. Keep in mind that DK Country and Mario World were ported over 5 times, sometimes priced way more than they're worth in this day and age, but people still bought them. And since I'm self-aware of this problem, am I going to do it again? Probably, yeah. Nintendo, please release Twilight Princess. Hey, thank you for making it to the end of the video. Now, if you're wondering why my voice sounds like shit, it's because I'm sick, and the previous voice recordings you just heard were me going off a sheer willpower and cough drops and throat spray that numbed the back of my throat. So I'd like to give a shout out to Halls and Vic's throat spray for being able to help me get through those voice recordings. Is it the C word? I don't know. I'm still waiting on my results, but I am staying safe and I am in quarantine and I'm not planning on going anywhere soon. I just unfortunately was in the wrong place at the wrong time one day and might have contracted it, but I'll be fine. I'm a resilient boy. I can do it. But thank you so much for watching, and if you're wondering why my releases have been a bit spotty when it comes to videos and streams, well, I got an internship and I've been busy with that, and also I've been kind of in a shitty mental state for a while, and it's been really unmotivating to do stuff like this. But thankfully, Nintendo released the Treehouse event, which motivated me to make this video, and I actually had a lot of fun making it. So please let me know what you think down in the comments, and please be civil with one another. The last thing we need is more toxicity going around in the Nintendo community. We're just here to form a conversation and express each other's opinions and respect one another. That's all I ask. Thank you so much for watching again, and I plan on doing streams and more videos sometime soon. Thank you so much again.